Gamers, welcome back. It's me, your boy, Flatlands No Trees here. Wait, what's that? You're new here. You don't know why I have that name. It's okay. Everybody has to start somewhere. Watch this. You see, it's quite simple. Flatlands No Trees, that's where I get the name from. Now, gamers, we have some other big news in between episodes. The Cathedral, the Cathedral. The Cathedral received many relentless, harmful comments to it about the face of it. Its face was ugly. Definitely. 100% I agree, but now, no more mean comments. The Cathedral, I've worked on it off camera. So yeah, admittedly, the front of the Cathedral wasn't the spiciest looking thing in the world. It lacked detail, definitely, big time. In between episodes, I had some inspiration, I had some ideas. The ideas were actually like crazy flowing. Check it out, even Burb, the demon, actually likes it. Look at this thing. I love what I came up with. I added more spikes up on the top there, then some staircases to add a little bit of depth. Down low in the middle, I put some anvils and some lanterns. I think that looks nice. And then check that out, some more arches in the center right there. Think that looks pretty cool. It adds a nice touch of detail. And then finally, if we move up a little bit closer, the bottom has been detailed too. Campfires, more anvils over there with lanterns, and then like a curved window in that area that like pops out. Yeah, I feel like that is so much better. And now it actually looks finished. Catching up done. What are we doing today? Well, today it's finally scaffolding time. We need more bamboo so we can make more scaffolding. To get more bamboo, well, pretty straightforward. I'm thinking automatic bamboo farm. That's why I was clearing out that area on the other side of the water, and that's what we're going to build today. But before I can do anything, I need to gather all of the supplies that we're going to need to build this farm. So for today's build, I was thinking that it would be cool to come back over here on this side of the water. We've been over there for a while. I thought it would be cool to come back over here and fill things in a little bit more. So the bamboo farm is going to sit right in this area right here. I brought all of the supplies over in the 2 shulker boxes again because that worked out perfectly last time. Just like with pretty much every single other farm in Minecraft, there are a lot of ways to build a bamboo farm. This way is one of the most simple ways, and how we're going to set it up, it should be pretty productive as well. It will be entirely automatic and run all the time. This bamboo farm should also work on bedrock edition, so big brain bedrock gamers, you can go ahead and build this one. Supplies, what do you need though? So for this bamboo farm, all you're going to need is an observer, a piston, a redstone dust, a building block, and then probably a few more building blocks as well. You're also going to need a piece of bamboo to get the thing started. Now we're going to build 20 tiles of this thing, so these are most of the materials right here. But there's even more. You probably want a collection system, just like on that pumpkin farm that we set up on the last one. We're going to set up an automatic rail line collection system, which means rails, powered rails, way to power the rails, hopper minecart, hoppers, and chests for, of course, the bamboo. Everything else in here is really just building supplies. So I think we will start today's episode just like we started the last one, with the collection system. I've thought about the design that I want to come up with and set up a lot this time. I know exactly what I want to do, and I'm super excited about it. So I think that this farm should probably sit back a little bit, like probably right here. Then on each side of this farm, we'll have 5 bamboo farms. So this will be the center. We'll go 3, and then 4 right there, and then 5 right there. That'll sit there. We'll be able to see. We'll probably take down some of these trees so we can see the farm. It's going to be really cool looking, but there we go. That's one side. Then I think what we can do is jump over and turn this way for the next side. So basically, on this farm, we'll have 5 tiles of this bamboo farm on each side, and all of these sides will face out in different directions. So this farm, it's got to look good from all angles. And then on the inside, well, on the inside, we're never going to go in the inside, so it doesn't matter what it looks like. And actually, conveniently, we can do all of our wiring on the inside of this build. So we start with a track area that looks just like this. We have a section of 5 and then another section of 5, just sort of double checking things. Now, I think I want my pickup chest to be on this side because that's kind of, where everything is that I've built. So we're going to grab 3 hoppers this time. You don't necessarily need 3, but we're going to go with 3 and go 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to actually realize that I did something wrong and take the hoppers out, and you're not going to worry about it. You saw nothing. I did it perfect the first time. You see right here, just like that. All of these hoppers all link up to this middle one, and then right in front of the middle hopper in the ground, we'll put our collection chest. So we end up with something that looks just like this. So far, so perfect. This is exactly what we need. Now, all we need to do is run some rail lines on it. I think what we could probably do is this right here. If we go on this side, put a lever, turn it on, and then we go on this side in the middle, do the same thing, lever, turn it on, and then over here, same thing, lever, turn it on. Then I think we could do powered rails in the middle, on all of these sides, just like this, and then the power should be good. And then on the front side, we actually don't even have to worry about it. We'll be able to zip right through. We don't want to power the rails over here because it'll lock the hoppers. But I'm thinking about this right now, right? And this means the bamboo would grow up here, which isn't a problem. Technically not a problem at all. But I think I want to actually sink this down into the ground one more block. So I'm going to copy this, but sink it down one more block. No big deal. It's a good thing I'm doing this, actually, because I just realized that my design was actually a little bit too cramped. I needed to push it out and make it a little bit bigger, so that's what I did. So now we have a bigger square here, but everything is basically, exactly, identically the same. All right, so moment of truth. We put the minecart down, we push it, and then we get out of the way. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And it goes, and it goes. Yes, it goes. Perfect. Okay, so the minecart, it works. That's going to be perfect. It seems like it'll be able to maintain its speed forever. All we need to do is stop it.
Stop. Thank you.
Hopefully, this is the size that I need. For now, we'll go ahead and drop that in there. Now, it's time for the bamboo farm. So, if you've ever built a sugarcane farm before, then basically, you've essentially built a bamboo farm as well. If you built a sugarcane farm before, building a bamboo farm is going to be very, very easy for you. If you haven't built a sugarcane farm before, though, and I'm talking an automatic one, of course, then it's still going to be really, really easy. A bamboo farm, so simple. Honestly, should have built this thing way earlier on in this world. So, what we're going to do is start by setting up our planting area. We're going to plant our bamboo on coarse dirt because I feel like coarse dirt looks really good. After getting our planting block in, whatever you want it to be, place the bamboo down. Then, right behind the bamboo, place a building block. Then, right on top of that building block, a piston facing towards the bamboo plant. Then, finally, on top of all of that, an observer looking forward, just like that. After that, you're going to need to come back in on the inside with some redstone. Today, I think we'll put the redstone on stone bricks, just like we did with the minecart line. Building block right there, redstone dust right there, and boom. That is it. This observer is going to detect a block update. Eventually, the bamboo will grow. It'll grow right in front of the observer, and then, boom, the observer harvests it. We'll have this minecart line running on a loop down below here to pick up all of the bamboo. All that we'll need to do to help this farm out is basically keep the bamboo in front of the bamboo, like on the bamboo plants, which is actually really easy. Now, there is one thing that you should know about this farm, though, and that is this thing right there. Look at that. That is a horrifying sight. Terrible, terrifying. Bamboo on top of the bamboo. Sometimes, when this farm runs and harvests bamboo, bamboo will actually land on top of the bamboo. And yeah, like I said, it's kind of sad. But fortunately, check this out. If bamboo's on top of the bamboo and then the bamboo grows, sometimes it can be thrown off to the side. Basically, what I'm saying here is that sometimes the bamboo can get stuck on itself and then it'll idle around, and if the bamboo doesn't grow soon enough, the bamboo will despawn, which is unfortunate, but there's really no good way around it. Which is exactly why I highly recommend that you just tile this farm over a couple times. Now, like I said, we're going to do 20 tiles of this thing, and they will all be facing out. I think that's going to look really cool, and then we can make this farm look really nice from the outside and not even have to worry about the inside. I like that. I like the sounds of it a lot. So, what we're going to do is start with basically, I guess, the redstone. We'll get all the blocks in that we need to get in to put the redstone down. In the middle, before we forget, we'll place a torch. That'll be perfect. Now, can I get out? Oh, I can. Forget about MLG water buckets. It's all about MLG Elytra. And because bamboo grows quickly, we might hear this farm actually harvest a couple times, which is really cool. Redstone blocks in. So let's go ahead and get all of the redstone dust in here, place it around the ring, and just like, oh no. I'm a little short. Wait, actually, hold up. I don't think I need it on these. Oh no. This is not good. Look at the shape. I'm still off on my measurement. My measurement is still off. How could I do this? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to fix it. Okay, small miscalculation on where I placed the stone bricks. I placed them on the wrong blocks. It's not that big of a deal. The redstone dust then goes on top of all of this right here. And perfect. Look at this. All of the measurements, they're on point. Next, let's come in with our building blocks down here. I decided to use oak. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I don't think we're going to end up seeing this that much. Maybe we will, though. I'm not too sure, but there we go. Now, next up, let's actually come in with the pistons and the observers. Let's get the pistons in first, then we'll jump up on top and get all of the observers in. So pistons, perfect, and then finally observers, all looking out insanely unimpressed looking. All right, boom, there we go. Bamboo farm is pretty much set up, and this bamboo has already grown again. That is literally perfect. Now we're gonna want to plant as much bamboo as possible, which right now is 14. We'll be able to plant a lot of the farm, but not all of it. Then this farm will run while we're working on it, which means I should probably go down below the farm and get the minecart in right now so everything gets picked up. When one bamboo grows, I think a lot of this farm is actually going to be fired, which is actually not a problem at all. So minecart, you go right there, and now I need you to okay, right there. We move the stair. Watch this. Easy. Go minecart, go. Run forever. Check it perfectly. Perfect. Okay, so that's gonna run forever and pick everything up. That's perfect. Now let's talk about the build, the design. How do we want this thing to look? Well, today dark oak is king yet again. We need to find a spot to plant new dark oak trees though, and I think that perfect spot could be right over here in the sky. We'll plant the new dark oak trees right there. I'll grow them and then harvest them whenever they grow. So here's what I'm thinking. We could come in here with dark oak and go up. I really don't know how high up, but we could go up. Now that would look cool and all, but what if we just strip the dark oak, because I don't know if we've actually used any stripped dark oak quite yet. Then we'll make this symmetrical. We'll go ahead and put staircases up on the top. I feel like that would look pretty nice. Perfect amount of dark oak. Perfect. So far, so good. I mean, I think it looks pretty nice. It's not much, but it looks nice. But we need to keep the bamboo inside of there. Now, we could come in with solid blocks. Solid blocks would be solid blocks. It wouldn't look very good, right? Like, imagine this with the staircases right there, and then I put something here, not dirt, but something there. Maybe glass would work, but I don't know. Not exactly the vibe I'm going for. Instead, how about this? We do a trapdoor right there, and then we close it, and then another one right there. I feel like that would look really, really cool, and even more importantly, it would keep the build really, really small. If, of course, I could get the trapdoors where they're actually meant to go, yeah, the build would stay really, really compact, which is something that I've been loving in this world. But I am running low on oak wood. It pains me to say this. Oak wood is so useful. It's so useful with so many different build palettes, but yeah, I'm starting to run low on it. And by the way, the farm is harvested a couple times already. This thing is going to be an absolute beast. We're gonna have so much scaffolding in no time. Other than the string, we still need a string farm. Rip. So trapdoors are all in just like that. Look at it. It looks so cool. Exactly. Definitely the vibe that I'm going for. Now, I thought it would be really, really cool with this build to actually maybe try and use a little bit of wool. So here's what I'm thinking. We go 2 pieces of wool like that. Then we go diagonally down 1, just like that. Hopefully we have room. Oh, we're a little tight here, but we have room. So we do a color, right? Then we do white. Then we do another color. Then we go ahead and do white again. Then we do another color, just like that. And then that would be the whole front side. Or do we make it, maybe we should make it go 1 farther. I feel like making it go 1 farther, like out to here, like moving the green over 1, would maybe be a better bet. All right, so that is what we end up with now. Definitely longer for sure. But here's the thing, green, not on every single side. I'm thinking a different color on every single side. So based off of the wool that I had already, we could use green or lime. I don't really want to do colors that are too similar. Then we could use purple. I was thinking maybe blue, which means I'll need to get a blue sheep. And then honestly, maybe like red. I mean, I know blue, red, purple, but I don't know. Or orange. Orange could be pretty cool. Maybe we go with orange. Perfect timing. More logs, though. So this area right here, this would be weird. This is what I'm thinking. We could go maybe 2, maybe 3. We'll go 3 for now. Then we can go log, just like that. And then these would get stripped as well. So it kind of curves up. Then maybe we go, I don't know, we could go temporary right there, and then we could turn this thing and have it go right across the front. And then, because spruce is pretty similar to dark oak, right? The colors are similar. We could have that corner be a corner with a staircase, if that makes sense. It's like kind of an arch, but it's not really an arch. It just wraps around. Looks like strong and fully supported. So that'll go like that. And then over here, 1, 2, and then, no, I went 1 too far. That's no big deal. I meant to say 1, 2, just like that. Perfect. I think I like that. I'm going to go ahead and try and get that in on all of the other sides. It might be a little tricky to envision right now, but we're just gonna have to go with it, okay? So I have blue on this side, and then I'm gonna put orange on the other side, and then I'm maybe considering like yellow over here, but for now we're just gonna leave it as green. Next up, the next layers. So first off, I think this spot right here, we could probably just end up continuing those up a little bit more. That would probably be fine. Then temporary blocks right there, because this is what I'm thinking. We'll do a little bit more dark oak here, and then again, just like with the last layer, we'll strip it all. I feel like that'll look pretty cool, and then this will basically set us up for the perfect spot to actually start our roof line on this build, which I think should be really, really cool. I'm going to take some inspiration from that build right there, because this roof line, I love it, and I feel like this build is like the perfect build to do another one like that. But, you know, we would end up with these weird corners in here, so maybe, just maybe, these should continue outward a little bit more, just like that. I feel like, yeah, I feel like that's the way, because that'll set us up with a perfect square to work with, and that'll make the roof a whole lot easier to do. But first, in the last episode, we set up an automatic pumpkin farm. At the end of the episode, I think we had like 3 stacks. Right now, we have, and check that out, almost 9 stacks of pumpkins. This is crazy. The productivity of this farm, it's absolutely amazing. We're going to use some of those for lighting on our build today. I feel like we could use some lighting on the top of the build to make it a little bit safer, so jack-o'-lanterns. We'll hide jack-o'-lanterns right in here, and then to actually make them hidden, trapdoors. Trapdoors will fit in here perfectly, and the trapdoors will do a perfect job of adding a little bit more detail to the top of the build. Now, I don't know how I feel about this one. Haven't tried it out, but I think it could be really cool if it works. So what we're going to do is make a brand new block, the note block. Usually, note blocks are used for, well, playing notes. You can use them to make music in Minecraft. It's actually pretty cool. But note blocks also make a really, really interesting building block. So what if we were to come in here and have note blocks in here, maybe just peeking out, maybe just peeking out of the roof. So if we did 5 like that, and then probably 3 right here would be good for the roof line. Now let's start building the roof. Slab right there, right? Then a staircase just like that. Then a staircase just like that. Then after that, I think, well, hold on. Let's go to the other side. We'll do a slab right there, just like that. Staircase, and then a staircase just like that. Then what we could do is come right up like that. That would be cool, but let's maybe level it up a little bit more by going in here with a staircase like that. Maybe another one like that. And then finally another one like that, and then wait for it, one more slab, boom, right there. Look at that peak. That is going to be sweet. And then on the other sides of this build, we will do basically the same exact things. So we'll do a slab right there, then a staircase, and then that, and then that, and then over here we will come in with that right there, and then we're gonna have a tree, so we're gonna trim it back a little bit, but this, then this, and then finally that right there, and then that'll be on the other sides. And then in here, how do we finish this up? Well, actually, that's quite simple. We just go in here and link it all up just like that. That makes this roof line so simple. And then hold on, now that I think about it, maybe instead of a staircase right there, it would be a little bit cheaper to just do slabs right there and have the slabs go all the way over to the center. Yeah. I think well, actually, does it cause a difference from down below? Yeah, it's gonna cause a difference. Okay, never mind. Unless it's just solid block, solid block right there, then that can go all the way across. Yep, that's the way to do it. So all we need to do, come back in here and make this a full solid block just like that, and it is perfect. And then in the center, we'll just have it go right over, straight across. That'll be perfect. That's how we'll finish off the build. But we will have one weird corner, and that's gonna be right here. So how do we fix that? Well, you see, I think we could do this, temporary or just a block, and then that right there. And then maybe to make it stand out, we could do like a trap door or something, or we could even just leave it like that. But that right there is what I'm thinking about the roof line, at least. So let's go ahead and take a step back, maybe over here to the bee farm that I should definitely harvest, and check it out. With the note blocks popping through. Yes, definitely the note blocks popping through. I think that is gonna look really cool, but it does need a little bit of color variation. It's very, very same tony, so I'm gonna have to mess with that and try and figure it out. I also think that since the note blocks work up there, we could do them down here, and then maybe we could actually do a little bit more hidden lighting on the build, which could be cool. And then by doing more hidden lighting on the build, check this out. It blends in perfectly, jack-o'-lantern right there, but the light level in here is going to be pretty good. We'll probably have to come in with more light, but that's pretty good. Now, one big problem that I have noticed while working on the build, bamboo. Sometimes it gets thrown outside of the build. Right here, I have a piece of bamboo sitting on the ground. Back here, okay, back here, nothing. over here. Okay, one piece right there. Yeah, it happens from time to time. It's not a lot, but it's still a thing that happens. I was thinking that maybe to get around that, I could just come back in here and put glass blocks in there. That would work, but honestly, with how much bamboo that I've found on the ground around the thing, I don't know if it's worth it. So I think I'm going to leave the build alone right now, but if you want it absolutely lossless, don't do trapdoors. Do maybe like glass blocks or something else right there. All right, but it should be just about time. Also lit in a tree for the sheep to be sheared and this build to get finished up. I think this is going exactly where I want it to go. But first, gamers, please allow me to introduce you to Blue Sheep. Time for today's comment of the day, and today's comment of the day is about one of my favorite things ever. Can we not forget when you said that you're big on music? What music does this include? Elaborate, sir. So when it comes to music, really, I like everything, but my favorite genre, by far, the music is rap music. Easy. One of my favorite artists of all time is Kanye. I really am into Frank Ocean. Joji too, can't forget Joji. Drake, Kendrick, Mac Miller, for sure. You know, that kind of stuff. I mean, obviously, it's not like all rap, but those are some of my favorite artists right now. It always changes, though. Sometimes I post screenshots of what I'm listening to at the moment on my Instagram story, or sometimes I fleet it if I can remember what a fleet is. But check out the build. It's finished, and I'm in love with it. Check it out. So I had a realization while I was working on the build. Lime, wool, bamboo, pretty much the same color. So I had to change the front wool to lime. The lime represents the bamboo, and I mean, look, I planted some of the bamboo over there. The color matches like perfectly. You can't tell me it doesn't. Going up the stairs, we have Sir Orange, of course, guarding the build, and then the build itself. So this is the item pickup area. I decided to block the minecart off. I still do have that bamboo problem. Bamboo gets thrown out sometimes, but honestly, look at this. This might even be more bamboo than I would ever need already. So yeah, you know, I can't say that I'm worried about it. I'm not worried about it at all. So we have blue over here, then back here we have purple, then over here we have orange. And yeah, the terraforming has been going well. I've been going crazy with terraforming and really just detailing the area around here, which was really minimalist, but I feel like it looks good. I did coarse dirt, grass, minimal flowers, and then of course the bamboo around the bamboo farm because, well, it's a bamboo farm. I did some interesting things up on top of the build. Let's go over here to check it out. So, up on the top, to get a little bit of color variation, I came in with cobblestone. I also put some cobblestone supports at the bottom of where the fences are. You can kind of see it from here, kind of not. Then, back up on the top of the build, I decided to come in with anvils again, like I did on the Cathedral. Anvils and lanterns. I thought that the dark part of the anvil sort of matches the note block dark part really well, and the gray with the lantern on top, I feel like it looks like a fancy light. This build really fills in this area, and honestly, from like all of these angles, like down here by the road, it makes it look like finished over there. There's no longer like any trees just filled in there. They're like next to the build, but check it out. It adds to the skyline big time. I'm huge into skylines. But I think that is going to do it for the bamboo farm episode of the Minecraft Guide. What do you think about the build, and who is your favorite musician? Let me know down in the comments below. Today, big shout out to my patron, Dark Panther 7. Thank you for the support. Smash like, smash subscribe, follow my Instagram, Twitter, everything linked down below. I will see you next time. Goodbye.